Okay, the apple trees are doing well. So I greased them up last week. That should stop the ants taking the aphids up. Got a few apples on the which one's this one? This is the Red Devil. Got some apples growing on there, so pretty chuffed about that. And then the Red Pippin. We've got a few more apples growing there. So again, pretty happy about that first year. Might have to knock a few off if there's too many on the bench, but again, got the grease bands and greased anything that allows ants to get from the ground up to the tree. That should stop the ants taking aphids up the tree and milking them. Today, pulled up the broad beans, dug it over. They're finished now. We put them in last October and we've had a couple of harvests, and today, from the earlier video, you can see we took the rest of the broad beans. Got sunflowers at the side of the shed. There's my slug deterrent. What 9B? Not sure if that's going to work. So we've got some sunflowers on the side of the shed, and we've got some sunflowers just behind the shed. I've just finished weeding this all out here as well, so that's good. And as we go down the plot, under the nets I made, we've got some cauliflower growing. It seemed to be okay. The rain's helped this week. We have been watering, but the rain's been helping. There's a few slug attacks, but we've put some biological pellets down, so hopefully that'll stop the slugs. Then we've got courgettes. They're doing really well. We've got flowers on them now, and they'll be fruiting soon, I would think. And then we've got all the different types of pumpkins. I've just hoed the whole plot, so there's a lot of thistle on top. Doing that weekly just seems to be enough to suppress the weeds. Yeah, so once a week I don't need to do anything more than just do a quick light hoe and leave the thistle sitting on top. That seems to be the main weed. More pumpkins, different types, and then we've got peas going along the fence. The black currant's not going to do too much this year, so it has grown. I'm really pleased it has picked up, but we'll put some peas along the fence as well, so that's all good. And then along this side again, we've got more pumpkins. We've got, this one's a Turk's Turbin, and then we've got butternut squash in the middle. Just here we've got some butternut squash, and here, and then on this frame here, which we made, we've got cucumbers growing. Looking a little bit sad at the moment, but I'm sure they'll pick up. Everything else seems to be picking up. We've got some farmyard manure today. We're going to put around the base because all of the squash and pumpkins seem to be heavy feeders, so they need a lot of water and a lot of manure, fertilising. I don't think they're getting enough at the moment. Main potato crop, really chuffed about that. First time I've grown potatoes, so the potato crop growing really well. If the rain eases off, I might ridge them up, otherwise I might wait till next week. I ridged them up a couple of weeks ago, and they're going to need it again, just in case any potatoes pop through the sides. I don't want that, otherwise they'll go green. Then at the front we've got a couple of jack-o'-lanterns. They've started spreading out now. They've started to send the runner out, so I'll keep an eye on that. And at the front of the plot we've got some peas, again under netting, stop the pigeons. So this is where we had all the daffs at the front of the plot, and now we've got peas. So looking good. the other week. Made a little flower garden at the front. It's looking nice. Zinnias, gladiolas. We've got the lavender as well, and the honeysuckles doing quite well as well. So I'm pretty pleased about all of that. Sweet corn's pretty impressive. The fleece has really stopped the wind burn on the leaves, and the sweet corn has really come on. It's doubled in size the last couple of weeks. So sooner or later I'm going to have to take this top net off and maybe put a high one on to stop the birds. So that's the sweet corn. Really pleased with the sweet corn. There was a lot of brown leaves before, but they seem to be, growing really well. They've got some nice lush green foliage, so I'm really pleased about that. Found a bit of spare land in between beds, and we've got some runner beans on this wigwam, and at the end we've got a second wigwam which has got runner beans as well. And then in here, the first bed, I've got the rainbow Swiss chard. That's growing nicely, looks really good. I think that's probably doubled inside this week, and seems to be a bit of red on the stem, so this is going as planned, I think. So never grown that before, so Swiss chard's doing well. The rain's really helped it come along. Next bed we've got spinach, so the spinach is growing well, F1 spinach. Really pleased about that. We've got 3 rows of spinach there. Do like some spinach. Next bed we've got mixed carrots. Really pleased about them. Might need to thin them out soon, although they don't look too bad, to be honest. I'll have a look at that next week after we've had a bit more rain. So the mixed carrots, they're coming on nicely. There should be lots of different colours, so pretty pleased about that. Onions, no change there, they're just swelling up now, so onions are looking good. We've got the silver moon ones here, and over here we've got the Stuttgarter in the next bed. Not too bad at all. And then we've got the parsnips. They're shooting up. Not as many as I'd hoped for, but maybe some will come later, not sure. But we've got a few parsnips for, really I'm just interested in getting, they take a long time to grow, and I'm just hoping to get some for Christmas. So there's parsnips in there. Strawberries, they're doing well. We've had a couple of bowls of strawberries this week. As you can see, we're getting some more red ones even now. They've got a bit redder today. I've put some mite powder, I can't remember the name of it, it's called DE powder, and it's like crushed fossilised rock, and that the insects that crawl on it get scratched by it and die. So we've had a few nibbles from earwigs and slugs, so I've put some DE powder down. That's the other runner beans. And then finally, in the fruit cage, we've got some more corn. Not as big as in the other corn bed, but it's growing nicely. Again, we've got this DE powder I've put down. Got a few more strawberries flowering. Looks like, yeah, we've got some more strawberries growing in here. And we've got the 2 raspberry canes as well. They're growing okay. This one seems to have took off quite well. And then on the other side, we've got the loganberries. They seem to be a slower grower, but they're coming on nicely, so I'm pretty happy. Got a little slug trap down there. Not sure if we'll get any in there, but we're trying lots of different methods. So we've got the DE powder, the slug trap, and also I'll put some organic pellets down. So yeah, so things are coming along nicely in here. Yeah, so that's about it. I've just finished strimming at the back and all the way around the plot. I took the plastic out of the second bin and then put it into the third bin there. When I looked in the second bin, the middle one here, there was no weeds at all, so pretty pleased with that. And that's where all the foliage and the bean pods have gone for the broad beans. So start building up a second compost heap there, and that's the first compost heap. So yeah, all going well. So that's a June update for the plot. Very happy we've started getting produce now, and so far nothing seems to have failed on the crops, so all looking good. Yeah, Tib signing off.